thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Citizens of Hell's Kitchen, we are back. Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 8. We're so close to the finale. As we do in every intro, we check in to see how we are feeling. Fellow Geek Checked, how are you feeling today?
So exhausted, so excited, so ready to go back, but feeling concerned it's so close to the end.
Okay. Real Roomy, how are we feeling today?
I'm also excited. I'm tired. I'm dog sitting. I'm late because of traffic, and I'm here. CPT, let's go.
Succinct. We're doing it.
Greg, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good right now. I feel good. I've honestly had like cortisol levels through the roof, and I feel like up to like 30 minutes ago, I've been relaxing a lot more. So thank you for asking. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, the last episode, it did feel a tiny bit rushed, but I'm excited to see where we conclude the last two episodes. Overall, I've still really enjoyed the season. I am just so excited that we're still here and we have this show and we got Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. So I'm still pumped about this. So I'm really looking forward. I'm really enthusiastic. So I'm excited. Hopefully these last two episodes are going to end on a bang. Just make sure you guys do all the YouTube stuff. Share the video if you don't mind. Hit that like button so you can let us know that you're enjoying what you're watching. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever we drop videos such as these. We got lots of stuff pumping out. A full-length reaction where you sync up with your own copy. You can watch the whole thing with the crew here. We got another episode after this. Also, Greg and John exclusively cover many other TV shows and highlights over there. Also, we have been running into a ton of issues with copyright lately, so our Patreon page is a really good way. It's a fun community over there, but it's a really good way to help support us to make sure we keep the lights on and make sure we still get to come in here and give you top quality content. So if you don't mind helping us out over there, that'd be awesome. If not, if you can at least follow us on our social media pages, that'd be awesome as well. So we appreciate everything you can do over there. I think we're ready to go. Yes?
Yeah, let's rock and roll, baby.
All right, let's do it. Episode 8, commence.
Blue Rose.
I want to hear a Seal song right now.
Whoa, this is hypnotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Are we at a funeral or something?
I was just
feels
thinking the
like
same
it's-
thing.
Evian.
on a
We should
casket?
get an Evian song, right?
Whoa, the background color is changing.
Yeah, and it stayed blue, which surprised me.
Wait, a Foggy's funeral?
No,
No,
way.
it's
It's
like-
way
like-
too long.
yeah.
Later, I mean.
Flashback? I don't know.
Is this prison? Can you grow blue roses on prison?
Oh, is this,
I think we're going to Bullseye.
yep. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. Good call.
Also, we didn't say it in Frank's episode. They called him Bullseye for the first time ever. And
Yeah, real casual.
yeah.
That really got me. I really did think we were at a funeral. Because last time we saw him was in court where Matt was testifying against him, I believe.
Yeah.
Usually we collect their stuff, but they don't let us keep anything, so looks like we're traveling light today. Hands up.
I'm so happy he's here still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm ESH, right? Until my appeal.
We know. Enhanced supervision. All these new terms. We used to just call it cop snitches and psycho.
Actually label him with superpowers.
Stop at the line.
What is this?
Welcome to your new...
No, I was told I'm supposed to.
Damn, is
Welcome
it?
to Gen Pop.
Oh.
Poindexter.
Oh, snap.
That was an excellent shot. Wow.
Whoa, the color change. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Like the rose
Like
color.
the blue rose, yeah.
Yes.
It's also like a bullseye blue.
Is that what it's signifying?
I mean, Bullseye's got a blue
You know,
costume.
that kind of also reminded me when Kingpin threw Frank with the other prisoners
Yeah.
in season 2.
Yeah.
A little bit.
The prison hallway fight.
Yeah. Oh,
I-
my
I'm trying
God.
to
Tony
think-
Dalton's coming back.
I'm trying to think of what blue symbolizes in like traditional imagery, or like it's sorrow, it's mourning. But do blue roses mean anything?
Well, the rose could usually mean love or death, and then blue is usually a sign of protection.
I guess this one, the next one, and the first one were all reshot, right?
Yeah.
And the middle chunk was like original footage.
No,
Everybody keeps
you
saying
gotta-
that, but Vanessa is the different actress, and like
Oh, fair. Throughout
and like
all
all
of
the
it.
and all the
yeah.
Kingpin stuff felt like I don't know if that would work, but that's what I kept reading. But I was like, that's
No, it's
Right.
like intercut, maybe? I don't know.
the middle from 2 through 7, it's a mishmash of original with new.
okay.
1, 8, and 9 are primarily
Well,
new.
that's why
I
it felt.
see. Yeah,
That's
okay.
why I guess Muse felt so rushed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's
They
see
had
who directed this one. I love that long shot.
Also was watching some videos.
Yes! I saw their long shot. I was like, is it them?
Yeah.
I know that I haven't properly acknowledged all that you've done, all that you've built for us.
Good husband.
Why it's so hard to understand why you'd throw it all away.
Transform, not throw it away. What this project is about to become is due to what you've done with our financing, what you did with Luca.
Looks like a comic.
He was a punk playing at a throne.
Ah.
It's painful to watch.
That's not why I brought you here. I brought you here for something else.
After you tried to maybe have me killed, but I killed him, and we don't know what his allegiances are.
Is that where he's keeping Adam?
I'm wondering, is it about to be revealed that he's been Kingpin all along?
Hey, so, Madison called an all-hands meeting at the office.
I killed him, Matt. Do you have any idea what that felt like?
Maybe a little bit.
I think I'm finally starting to understand how that violence, it just transfers from Daredevil to Muse to me.
I'm sure you can put Muse and Daredevil in the same category.
These underdeveloped boys hiding behind masks, trying to make it look like something more sophisticated.
It's a pretty dark view. I mean, I think they're completely different animals.
You weren't there, Matt.
A lot of blue in
When he
this
tried
shot.
to kill you, Daredevil saved you.
I saved me. They were both out there for themselves.
You're not wrong there. There's gray here. More of that debate. Come on. I love those conversations.
Morning, Mr. Murdock.
Oh.
Is Dr. Glenn here?
All right, because she's
Right
Wilson.
to his
and-
home?
That's crazy. Yep. We're going to
Oh,
Adam's
we
spot.
are
Gonna
going.
meet Adam.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so curious about her response to this.
Yeah.
Oh,
The painting, the blood splattered. Yep, on their wedding night.
Vanessa, this is so crazy. Please tell your husband that I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Stop talking. I promised you I wouldn't kill him.
Oh, she might be happy.
Technically.
I've got my Kingpin husband back.
He's not part of us.
She's right.
But now he's a liability. Is she going to give him permission?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I hear his voice. I see his hands. It's unbearable.
I feel you, man.
Surprised he
wants
didn't
to
break
make
him.
a fist. He made his wife a promise.
The mayor wanted me to deliver this to you personally, along with his deepest admiration for your strength and courage in facing that madman.
Not getting between them.
Oh, he's learning this.
Yeah, Matt doesn't know she's the therapist.
Hold on a second. How did you or Mayor Fisk know she was staying here?
The mayor cares deeply about this city and its citizens. Have a good day, Councillor.
Oh, this is an interesting rift in their relationship.
It's also a great way to fist a power play.
Yeah, it's a violation.
How do you know that man?
Why would you keep all this from me?
I love the
The
parallels.
parallels, yeah. I was just thinking that.
I am better than I was. I am.
This is so fascinating.
If I cannot be with you, I cannot be.
What a different cadence in his voice.
Yeah.
Unlike anything we've heard before.
Just let me go. Heather, I'm serious. How do you know
You want to
him?
watch your tone?
Whoa.
Man to woman, woman to man.
You don't understand, all right? If he's in your life, he is in our life.
He is the mayor. He is in everybody's life.
Oh, this is getting good, guys.
Yeah.
It's immediate.
Yeah.
The quality uptick.
Oh, instantly.
I won't say anything.
Look at this. Looks like a comic. It's amazing.
I'll just leave.
They lit him so well.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. No, you didn't.
Oh, I feel like she might take him out.
And the First Lady cordially requests your presence at the inaugural black and white ball.
His bloody knuckles now.
Black tie.
You're not seriously considering going, are you?
Oh, she is.
Why wouldn't I?
Because he is trying to co-opt your story. He wants to use your trauma to boost his narrative.
If his narrative is that vigilantes are dangerous, then he's
Heather,
got my vote.
you must see he's trying to use you.
This is so diabolical. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Vanessa.
Why don't you come with me then? Protect me from being co-op.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I wasn't invited.
Take him out, Vanessa.
To Dr. Heather Glenn and guests.
Delivered to his house.
You got me.
Great.
Awesome.
Oh, damn. That feels like the Netflix show.
That's my Vanessa.
He kept his promise.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna make
No
love right
loose
now.
ends.
Oh, you guys got to make love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On his corpse.
Yes.
On the table.
I promise I won't. ever leave you again.
This is so sweet in a messed up kind of way.
Whoa, what a fascinating
shot.
Gaussian blur here. Whoa.
Yeah. Wow, with the shot.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was like
middle.
out of focus, but then focused back on him in center frame. That was well done. Oh, wow.
A new blood splat.
Yeah,
oh,
the
violent
symbolism.
love.
Their love has been stained by the violence.
I like, again, the parallels you're talking about. Their love is coming back together while
As
there's
theirs
this
is
rifting
severing.
of, yeah.
Seems your poison council approach might actually have some legs.
Is he here?
There's something else. Poindexter.
Why did you say that name?
Just got a call from one of my former colleagues at the Southern District. He was moved from protective custody 2 days ago and released into Gen Pop.
Great. Any chance we can get a front row seat?
The reason my friend called is that Poindexter wants to talk with you.
Oh my God.
Do we know who moved him?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
The mayor?
Mayor Fisk.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
He's just twisting up Matt in so many different directions. I love it.
As much as I'm always interested in an unscheduled meeting with you, we are due at our morning press segment.
Cancel it. Today is not a day for public relations. Kissing dogs in jackets.
I'm not sure if you've seen the latest numbers, but vigilante crime is down 30% since the task force deployed.
And the ACLU is filing 13 different lawsuits over their excessive methods.
I wish we'd see more of that.
Not to mention the avalanche of favorable publicity.
Looks like your conversation with BB Urich was obviously fruitful, Daniel.
Wow, the public is
Stopped
turning
and
on
fist.
vigilantes. He's looked at as a real hero, huh?
I think you can do more.
I'm sorry, sir. I just...
As deputy mayor for communication.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Excuse me,
Wow.
sir. Him?
Work closely with the city council. Make sure they turn a listening ear to our agenda.
I do believe he will be way in over his head.
Ooh.
The council.
I do mind you saying. Daniel's the future of this city. Why would we stand in the way of it?
I swear to Christ, sir, I will not let you down. I will burn for you.
I know you will.
He's got that
That's
strong
why.
burning desire of a young Wilson Fisk.
He's doubled down.
You're fired.
This is actually Fiorello LaGuardia's desk.
Nominating non-qualified people in these positions in your cabinet?
Unheard of.
Not ever likely.
Not
Unrealistic.
grounded in reality, Greg.
My voice should be heard.
Hey, what exactly is that voice saying?
That I had no clue, man. No idea those funds were being commingled. This whole thing is not my fault.
You liar!
Say that again.
You gotta double down, yeah. I saw that in a communications video recently.
My mother was a teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. My girlfriend's a teacher. I love teachers. There's no way that I would knowingly defraud them.
Bullshit.
Call him on it.
We at Murdock and McDuffie, we have a lot of approaches to that defense, but one thing we do not do is subordination of perjury.
There's so many words. I don't know what you're saying.
It is against the law for my partner and I to put a client on the stand when we know they are lying. You, my friend, are lying.
Wow.
Why don't you let us know when you want to make a plea deal?
Man, this the law stuff here finally got super interesting.
I want to know what's going on. Is it the Poindexter thing? Should I not have told you about?
Love that they're framing this to the glass separation.
And like a comic frame.
We put Poindexter away and it changes nothing. We defend Hector Ayala and he's still murdered. Probably by the same cops who are out there assaulting citizens, by the way.
It's all coming back.
And that this asshole, this privileged sociopath can get away with ripping off teachers. We're not serving justice here, you know? We're babysitting chaos.
Ooh, what a bar.
Babysitting chaos.
That's a great line.
Another reason for Daredevil to come back.
It's like he has that arc, you know, every once in a while.
You've been through a lot, but this can't happen like this.
I have to go.
I like that we're getting to spend more time with her and him, Matt.
Babysitting chaos is gonna stick with me.
That's a great perspective and
Oh,
line.
Josie's.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's falling apart.
Yeah, the last time, what, was episode 1?
Stand out there like a hobo, Matt, or you gonna come in, have a drink.
Josie.
Back in Hell's Kitchen.
So many good memories in there.
I haven't seen you since...
A funeral?
Yeah. May always remember to forget the things that make you sad.
Facing his grief.
I've been thinking about reopening, but I'm not sure if the neighborhood even wants it. The mayor's office has offered loans, but I'll be damned if I take a penny from that man.
Like it,
Karen?
too. He's got a moral compass.
How'd you track me down?
Kirsten called me.
Oh, Sherry.
Fisk is making a name for himself hunting vigilantes. Imagine he'd love to get your head on a spike.
You know he moved Poindexter into general population.
Now that's a death sentence.
No, it's not for him.
No, it's a death sentence for them.
Fisk, Poindexter, it's all connected. Has to be.
We have been through this.
Of course it is.
You have to accept that Poindexter was just trying to settle an old score with.
Nah.
Gary, I'm telling you, there's more to it than that. I know it.
You know, from where I sit, you look like a guy who's blowing up his life.
Yeah.
What do you need, Matt? You need more pain?
Why would Fisk go? Why would he go after? Would it go after Fisk? Would he go after Matt? It doesn't make sense to me.
We may as well make it official.
I think they're soft erasing season 3.
Josie, what do you mean make it official?
O'Melveny's Foggy never finished his final round.
Oh.
Yeah, but he wasn't drinking O'Melvin's.
Yeah, fitting, because he was the last customer to order.
Oh, no.
No, Josie, I think you're wrong about that.
How many oceans of Irish do you think I serve here? I know what my people drink.
Hidden message?
Wait, what? Oh, damn. This is wild. What are we uncovering?
He was celebrating early. He knew, Foggy knew the night he died, he knew he was going to win. His case with dumb betting. Christ, he knew he was going to win and somebody silenced him.
Oh, I'm so glad they're wrapping this around.
Gotta go.
He didn't use his cane.
I didn't notice.
I like that she noticed.
That's great.
Oh, he's been there many times. He knows the way out.
Oh, the tension in this episode is so good.
It's like Hannibal Lecter's mask, but with hands instead.
Yeah, that's his violence. Oh, great sound
Yeah,
cue.
his hands are his
Oh,
weapon.
he's already in the room. That's great. He's in the corner.
Great shot.
I didn't think you'd show. I respect it. Shut your mouth.
Why does Fisk want you dead? Did he hire you to kill Foggy Nelson?
You hear that? Outside, that is the roar of the jungle, counselor.
Dialogue is so much better. Damn.
This gets me so hyped for season 2.
Everyone thought you were just a shooter on a rampage, didn't they?
Nice narrative.
Settling scores, getting vengeance. But it wasn't, was it? You did it for someone. You did it for Fisk.
Ooh.
Another night in here, I might never be able to answer that for you.
Oh, sweetheart. What do you want? What you want me to do? You want me to get you out? You want me to find
Love snarky, funny Daredevil.
You know, in another life, you might be defending me.
Yeah, not today.
Because that's what good men do. Defend their worst enemies.
I fucking hate this guy so much.
He's the worst. Does he know? He has to, right?
I'm bargaining for my life here, counselor. You want to know if Fisk hired me?
I guess he doesn't.
I can tell you.
Never start with the head, Matt.
But I need to be outside. I don't trust you for a second.
He's got different scars.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
I'm guessing he does. Okay.
Yeah, he knows from season 3, for sure. There was a whole bunch that is really obvious. He knows.
Started smashing his face against the table.
Damn.
They don't acknowledge season 3.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
Of course they've acknowledged season 3. That's so old.
No, I'm saying that he's an FBI agent and his relation to Fisk in the first place. Because it goes back to your question.
I still think that's
I think it's
implied.
very much implied that it exists, yeah. Damn, you got to have an FU. Hell
Strong
yeah.
one.
That was great.
That was great delivery by Charlie Cox.
He'll be in the infirmary instead of in Gen Pop now, which
Right.
means he can get out.
Yeah.
I want you to know, it's not that I'm against you making deputy mayor.
I just hate you.
You know, when I first started, I don't know, I was really worried about us, whether we were going to be on the same side or not. I gotta say, I'm not worried so much anymore. I gotta go talk to someone.
Is BB there? There we go.
Yep.
But it's just his body language is like, it's got to be BB.
You know we're not exactly cool right now.
I pushed pretty hard on the task force thing. All right, too hard.
Too hard.
But it's a gig, and got me deputy mayor of communications. I am on the inside of this thing, and as long as I'm in, I'm gonna run like hell. I mean, look at us.
You're a great new character, dude.
You're so earnest.
I've never been anywhere like it before.
Vigilante task force there.
Earnest yet corrupt.
Oh, the commissioner.
Shots?
Oh.
You can tell he just does not want to be there or part of this.
Something is gonna break out at this, man. Something's gonna break out.
We got so much happening through the party.
And where is your better half Arthur tonight?
I don't know.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I have to go. At the tone, please record your message.
I'll straighten her hair.
If you weren't gonna come, I get it, but you could have at least given me a heads up.
Break up with him over voicemail, just like in the Ben Affleck film.
1 in 5 men.
Reject Nation, if you haven't heard, I'm going to tell you about a little thing that's been part of my routine these past couple months. Ooh. Try not to spill. HUEL, HUEL. God, that is tasty. Well, I've been using HUEL to update you guys. On January 25th, I weighed 218 pounds. As of the day of filming this, I'm down to 188. That's 30 pounds lighter, 6-pack Greg incoming, and easily a necessity. One of the biggest things that I've been doing is making smarter, easier food choices. Like HUEL's Black Edition ready to drink a meal. I've got a ton of these. As a reminder, before I ever partner with them, they sent me bottles to try. I was very, very clear that I would not want to do a partnership unless I actually liked the drink. And by like, I mean taste. I wasn't even into the weight loss thing yet. Yeah, turns out I did. I was hooked. Because it's not just convenient, it actually tastes good. Like legit milkshake good. Not looks nice on the label, but tastes like chalk. No, it's good. So here's why it works for me. It's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with 35 grams of protein, slow release carbs, 27 essential vitamins and minerals. So you're not just filling up, you're fueling up, as we like to say. No prep, no cooking, just grab it, drink it, and you're good to rock. And as for flavors, I mean, they got chocolate, vanilla, iced coffee, strawberry, banana. If you can't decide, variety box is a great way to go. HUEL makes eating well simple. Takes the pressure off, especially if you're trying to stay consistent. The best part, it's affordable. Each bottle costs less than $5 if you're finally ready to try it out, or if you already take HUEL and now you want to help support the channel and a little extra bit. You can go to HUEL.com and use our code REJECTS for 15% off your first order plus a free gift. That's HUEL.com, code REJECTS. You can also go to HUEL.com/rejects. I did that today. So whether you're getting in shape or trying to eat smarter, HUEL makes it easy to stay on track. Thank you, HUEL, for sponsoring this video.
Welcome to the Black and White Ball. I present your hosts, Mayor Wilson Fisk.
White suit Fisk.
Yeah. Was the last time he wore the white suit
And
season
she's
3?
in a red
finale?
suit, red dress.
She wore it episode 1. He hasn't worn it since then, yeah.
Damn.
He's been in white, but not a white suit.
Right. That was a great shot, having the frame down below like that, too. I love
Also, her dress looks like a red rose, paralleling the blue rose.
Right.
And now we're back to blue.
Oh my God, breakout time.
He's going to break out with a tooth. He's going to break out with a tooth.
He's done.
He's going to weaponize a tooth.
You guys give him his hands?
Yeah, why would you let his hands go free? That's his greatest weapons. Uh-oh.
All right, let's get you back.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Whoa! Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb of y'all. That was mad dumb of y'all for doing that.
No, it's over, guys.
Jeez.
Matt had to know.
Of course he did.
Like
creativity there. Wow.
The blue.
Oh, there's the blue color again. No, like the blue rose.
It's something to do with his vision, and it probably is the foreshadowing of his suit.
I have to imagine, because everyone else has a color.
Yeah.
That was so creative and disturbing at the same time.
Mrs. Fisk, how are you feeling? I'm so glad you came.
This is so inappropriate. You shouldn't be hanging out with your therapist.
Casually at a party.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Rich people posturing.
Ha.
Are you alone?
It wasn't supposed to be.
And we can fix that in a heartbeat. It sounds like we should.
Oh, is he dressed up? That's awesome. That's smart.
A different boy in blue.
What does he want?
I think he wants to go after Fisk, man. I think he's going to that party.
I think we're going to have a convergence of a lot of characters at this moment, but I'm wondering what this party's going to represent.
Rough day, huh?
Man, how much time has passed? How are there not sirens and shit going off?
No one's checked in on that dentistry room.
I look forward to continuing our work.
Yes, well, I think we've worked it out.
Yeah, we're good.
We solved it. That little murder.
Sins of the past are dead and buried. Enjoy the evening.
You too.
Leaving her alone again.
The parallels from earlier of these two relationships and the convergence of this conversation.
Oh, there
look
we
at
go.
him marching on in.
I love this epic music. Tell Fisk I know what you're up to.
Oh, man, we're going to get a hell of a cliffhanger.
Oh, there's Cole.
Yeah, that is cool, right?
Cliffhanger incoming. You can feel it.
It's a pleasure.
Beeline, baby.
Oh, yes, he did.
Beeline.
You broke our truce.
Matt.
Hey,
I'm here for you, not for Fisk.
I went to Rikers. Ben Poindexter wanted to meet me.
What were you thinking, Matt?
I know.
You have been checking out on me, disappearing physically and emotionally.
Mr. Mayor.
Right.
As he does it. That's great.
Would you like to talk in private?
Oh my God, you're not even listening to me, are you?
That's funny.
What did I say?
I'm glad we get a chance to talk.
Oh, God.
Well, I think I underestimated your tenacity
What a beautiful shot.
in pushing that Red Book project through.
Some might say snide or condescending, even rude.
He always sees the long game, plays the long game.
Do apologize.
Nothing to be sorry for. As a matter of fact, the port project is why I wanted to speak with you.
I've seen Fisk with his hands in his pockets.
He's relaxed right now after Adam.
Key to the project is matching public funds. How much can I count on you for?
Excuse me? I have no interest
Before
right
you
now.
continue and embarrass either of us. You are aware of the rumors that surround you.
Vigilante leverage.
Shall I call you Swordsman, the Vigilante?
Even if I knew what you were talking about, that sort of thing would be an isolated incident.
Isolated, huh?
Yet still probable cause for visit from my task force.
Is that a threat?
No, of course not. It's merely a warning.
Isn't that what he said to Matt?
Yeah. That shoulder hand.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
What?
Oh, is that? Oh, never mind. I thought that was Poindexter. Never mind. He's in his cop uniform.
Dude, be more obvious what you're doing.
I know, it was a big ass flash.
Also, audio on in your phone in 2025.
I mean, how is that audio even heard?
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
There's no pictures inside, but you knew that, right? Don't act impressed inside either.
Did, like, the commissioner hire him or something? I don't know.
I know my rights. Oh, yeah? Very good. Me too. Let me read it.
Oh, no!
Jesus. Not in the air fryer.
You let that man go, or I will charge you with assault.
Oh, Commissioner, no, this isn't assault.
That's insane.
He has no more respect.
That was assault. And you're not gonna charge me with shit. Because in case you haven't noticed, I don't answer to you anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
no.
boy.
The task force is doing is dereliction of duty.
Oh, this poor guy.
Go over a canopy, Commissioner. Get him up. Come on. Smart ass piece of shit.
You don't want a goddamn
You'll
thing.
never be able to flash his or take a picture on his phone again. That hand,
There's
at least.
500 people in here, and they all want to be either in that room, shitting their pants that he's gonna call them into it. Straight up boss power.
Or total corruption.
Every time I get stoked, you do that.
My uncle
Shut
used
it
to say
down.
that we should speak truth to power.
Uncle?
Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know, baby. I'll try not to be an asshole.
Actions speak louder than words.
Should we keep getting ripped and dance?
I mean, that's how you give out information, so she's down with that.
Commissioner Gallo, I'm Phoebe Eric.
This is going to be her informant.
Yeah, I know who you are.
I just wanted to ask you if the mayor consulted you when he formed the anti-vigilante task force.
You working tonight?
I don't know. Are you?
I read your piece on the Muse killing. That was a hell of a bit of spin, giving credit to the task force when everyone with half a brain knows that it was Daredevil. When did you become Fisk's Minister of Propaganda?
Right about the time you became head of his SS, I figured.
No, that's not me. The task force is all him. How much do you know about our esteemed mayor?
Oh.
I would like to learn a lot more.
Yeah, don't be so sure. Do you know that Wilson Fisk was the main suspect in your uncle's murder?
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Rile her up, man.
Why
You guys
think I'm here?
gotta work together.
Oh?
Not everything I write is under my name.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I think I do.
Oh, I'm so worried for the commissioner.
Right.
Worried for both of them.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to put anything real out there, something that puts a dent in that white armor, there's an email on this card.
Oof.
You know,
Oh, no. Is he looking right at them?
Yeah.
I have files on every crook with a badge that Fisk calls his task force.
I would really like to take a look at this picture.
Damn. All right, let's get it on.
If you don't mind, I have to get back to work.
Get back to work.
Yeah, that's how she views Daniel as work.
Thank you.
Let's play some funky music.
I don't know what's going on with you tonight.
Gotta
I know
leverage
you've
that
got
funky
issues
white
with
boy.
Mayor Fisk.
I don't expect you to understand, but I need you to know he sought you out to get to me.
Confirmed.
To keep tabs on me.
That is starting to worry me on a professional level. Why would he do that?
Well, you know what? Why don't we go find out? Come on.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Confront the mayor at his own party?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's acting out, Matt.
And mental health is knowing when and where to do it.
That's good.
Do not forget your promise.
Oh, he's finding every kind of angle he can on all the donors. Classic Wilson Fisk.
I love how he's been gaining weight over this.
Yeah,
this
the
season.
suit accentuating it. Oh, this is gonna come to my head in an interesting way.
Oh shit! What's about to happen? Poindexter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh.
Speech.
It's time for us to take the first dance.
Ooh.
Let's.
Damn it! I want to see
The
what would
last
happen.
time you guys had your first dance, it did not go well.
Oh, no.
And I think it's about to get sabotaged again.
Should have Matt and Heather dance right next to them.
The tension in this episode.
It's so
it
good.
started so high, and it's only
Gotten even more. So yeah.
Oh. The Fisky Shuffle.
Wow.
That's a beautiful shot.
That is great for sure.
I feel like Vanessa's gonna get shot or something.
Oh, if that happens, wow.
He's not going to let you know now.
You're not making any sense.
Heather, he is a monster. You're not safe.
You really need to help me understand what's going on here.
Yeah, I will. I promise.
Oh, he's gonna.
Let's dance.
You're going to have to lead.
Yes.
Put his sticks in.
Nice.
You're what a badass. Someone's gonna get shot.
It might be Heather.
Oh, he
What
heals
were you
it,
looking
heals it.
for?
Oh.
Devil.
Oh!
Told you there'd be consequences.
If anything happens, you get out of here. You call Kirsten, call Jerry,
Ooh.
and make as big a stink as you can. Cashman him. Please just tell me he's dead. No, he escaped.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Common enemy now.
Oh. Jesus.
There he is.
Yeah.
Someone's dead.
All right, Heather or Vanessa, what do you guys think?
Heather.
Yeah, I'm going with Heather too.
I could see either, but I think Vanessa might be the finale.
I think it's Vanessa.
Okay. Greg and
I'm gonna go Vanessa.
yeah, I could see that too.
I don't think it's Vanessa.
We'll see.
Oh, you could have ended it right there.
Yeah, that would have been an incredible cliffhanger.
Ben Poindexter killed a prison guard and used his badge to escape.
Ugh.
I've already informed security.
Thank you, Buck. Try not to draw too much attention.
That's terrifying.
I have something to tell you.
Not here, not now.
The devil's listening.
Oh, she out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Might be.
It was her.
She put Dexter. Never mind.
She was in charge. It was her. She did it.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my God. What a reveal.
Oh, so sorry. Mind if I cut in?
Why, though?
There's a surprise.
I know it was you. I know you had Foggy killed.
Your boyfriend seems a little overly exercised.
This isn't like him.
You know, it's been said that keeping secrets can make us sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do your thing.
Oh my God.
Do your thing.
Oh, the blue.
Yep. There you go.
Jeez.
Oh, this would.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! I did not notice till you pointed that out.
Oh, there's gonna be even more harrowing cliffhanger.
Oh, that would. Yeah. I'm so locked in right now.
Must be Heather then. Yeah.
It's gonna be, yeah.
See, I know it was you. I just don't know why.
Yeah, he's gonna pull her out of the way and hit Heather.
What about your husband? Does he know? Does he know you had Foggy killed?
Does Heather know you're Daredevil?
Oh.
Why Mr. Murdock has a thing for
There's a girl.
vigilantes.
Oh my God.
Oh, is she gonna find out then she gets killed?
Right.
The parallels again.
Oh, yes.
Back to the first episode.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Back to the first one, yeah.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
No!
He took a bullet for Kingpin?
What?
Wow, no, Kingpin's the snowstorm. He has the red. Wow.
Yeah, he was trying to kill Kingpin.
All right, we were all wrong, and I love it.
Matt on the ground with the woman not dead over him.
Protect her.
Whoa.
And the red. Yeah. His own heartbeat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now he's the one on the ground
Oh my
instead of
God.
Foggy.
Damn.
Man.
Holy crap. That was an incredible episode. Jesus.
Wow. I love new team.
Wow, what an incredible episode. Well, if you were able to watch this on YouTube, it's because of those fine folks over at Praper. They did such a great job editing down these highlights, so thank you so much over there. And also, we got some great gear right now over at rejectnationshop.com. We got the Fantastic Four. We got, what do we got here?
Hallway Hazard.
We got Fisky.
Business.
Yes, we got so much great stuff over there. rejectnationshop.com. Go get some stuff. Normally, I would go and check on everyone right now, but I have to get out of here really soon, so we're going to start with me. Total difference from last week, huh, guys? Yeah, that was an incredible episode. I really love that first shot. We started off on what seemed like it was a funeral, but we had that, I guess, was the blue flower and was really encompassing and symbolizing of Bullseye, which was really a main staple. I understand why we have the whole recap thing. I really wish we didn't, because I didn't even want to know that he was in the episode, first of all. But again, it's not the end of the world. But I thought what an amazing episode. First of all, really great cliffhanger to get us ready for the finale. I can't wait to see what happens. I love how we were all completely
misled.
Yeah,
perfectly.
misled. It was great. That's how you subvert expectations, because we all thought Heather or Vanessa, and he was really trying to take out Wilson in that moment. Understandably so, from all the events of season 3. He took out, I'm totally blanking on the woman's name that Poindexter was obsessed with, that Wilson. Thank you so much, Real Roomy. That he took out Julie, so it actually makes sense that he would go after Wilson in that moment. He's got a vendetta there. But yeah, I am curious too, because we did talk about it. Like, did Matt know, even though putting him in the infirmary would keep him alive, did he know that he would break out eventually? I don't know about that, but I mean, I knew that he knows that it would keep him alive. But either way, I really love, again, I think we've all pointed out, I love the parallels that they always keep shifting upon between Wilson and Matt. And I love seeing, too, again, how they were doing that in this episode. As Wilson and Vanessa's relationship are finally starting to be repaired, as Vanessa took out Adam, we see the distrust and, how the rifting of Heather and Matt's relationship. I just wish, again, just a little nitpick, I wish we could have spent more time with them throughout the season. So this would have made a lot more impact for me, even though I still thought it was great. It was great writing. It was a great parallel. But if we would have spent a little more time with them, this would have hit so much more for me, even more so, is all I'm saying. But I still thought it was great in terms of the rift that we were feeling between them. Because I can understand her perspective, although I still think she could have been a little more grateful to for Daredevil saving her. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here. But it's neither here nor there. I thought that was great. I love the parallels. And then again, when they were dancing, again, seeing the difference on, how Wilson is talking about Matt with Heather. And then again, the dialogue between Vanessa and Matt was so damn good, saying, I know you hired Bullseye to take out Foggy. And then, like, does she know you're Daredevil? Like, that's classic Daredevil comics. And also the Netflix. I love that dialogue right there. It's so damn good. I also thought, too, I love how brutal this episode was in terms of, like, you got stuff with the guy's hand going through. You got the tooth stuff that was so creative, intuitive, and just in general, it was just so creative and disturbing, rather. Again, that just brought me back to the Netflix style. I loved all that stuff. That was great. That interrogation scene, really freaking incredible as well. The dialogue in there was so much tension, I thought, in this episode as well. And I thought they just did a good job. I thought what this episode did so well, even though the pacing was really quick, you never felt it just felt like they really were taking their time each scene. You know what I mean? No scenes felt rushed. And I think that was kind of our biggest complaint, even though we still were entertained by last week's episode. For me personally, most of the scenes just did not feel rushed in this episode, and that's what I love so much. I also thought, too, it was really interesting, all the stuff going on with the commissioner. I know he's being threatened by Wilson Fisk in terms of because he had a kid out of wedlock with another woman, so he's being threatened there. Now, seeing that he's lost full control of the vigilante task force, so that's another interesting thing. And then we got BB. She's got that whole thing going on where she suspects, and I love that we didn't know that she suspected that, but, she's a reporter in her own right, like her uncle, but that's another fascinating thing going on. And she's really using Daniel as a means to, get Wilson if she can. So that's why she's trying to get in from there. And, like, that is so damn fascinating. I love all of that. So many different great things I loved about this episode. I could go on and on. Who am I going to start with? Let's go with the fellow Geek Jack here. How are you feeling after watching that episode?
I started this tired. I know in my bones I'm still tired, but I have so much adrenaline that I know I have the spirit of Daredevil within me.
Yes.
I really am so impressed when the tonal shift happens to the parts of the show that feel like the new blood. I was definitely on team, hey, I'd be curious about a Daredevil Spin City, and I do like that I kind of got to see that. We've got the bank episode. We've gotten these things. But the difference between this and the last episode is why I think we're in a great, and I'm gonna go on the macro, why I think we're in good hands going forward with Marvel. I think that Marvel for a couple of years stumbled because they were trying to put out a volume of content that was unsustainable. And then on top of that, we had a little pandemic, we had a little strike, and everything went awry at the exact wrong time. And I feel like we're actually living in this course correction era. And the better Marvel does, the better DC does, the more there's competition, the rising tide lifts all boats. And I think Daredevil being the flagship show is in really good hands season 2 because of this episode. Zooming out, I think if Daredevil had been awful, we'd be in a bad way with TV. I think if Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, or Doomsday is bad, or if all three aren't at least very good, we're in a bad way. Blissfully, they all look pretty great, except for some concerns you've heard me have for Doomsday. But I love that this episode brought a style that felt like it harkened back to the Defenders while also bringing in a new element with the blue. I love that the parallels of Matt and Heather and Vanessa and Wilson came to a head in such an artistic way that felt like comic panels, that felt like they were the dance of the show culminated in a dance. Like, I really enjoy all of that, and I really like that Matt has been questioning himself this entire season, and then he literally would take a bullet for his greatest enemy. There was a line in this about defending your enemy that came from Bullseye, and then Matt took a bullet for his actual greatest enemy from his other one that killed Foggy. So not only did Matt unleash the man who killed Foggy, he then took a bullet for, and that's a hero. And that's, something I could never be, something that many of us couldn't aspire to get to that level of good. But when the devil gets let out, it isn't always for vengeance. Sometimes it's for heroism. And this episode really brought all that to a T. I love that we've addressed a lot of the concerns. And my last thing I'll say, and the biggest relief I have, is that a lot of times Marvel makes their penultimate episode a bit of finale. And then the last episode is more of a denouement. I was a little worried last episode when I was like, how are we rushing so quick? Because it was the episode before the 1-2 punch, and I was so afraid this episode would be the finale, and then the next episode would be either a bridge to the season because we know it's getting a season that feels like it's a two halves, but also there'd be so much fallout in this one episode it wouldn't have a chance to. Instead, ending on a cliffhanger, feeling like we're about to get a true finale, all of that feels much more paced like television, and that mirrors beautifully that little bottle episode we had. Like, I love that this show feels like a show, not a movie chopped up.
Well, let me just add, you are a hero. You're my hero, by the way.
You.
Yes, so don't ever doubt yourself.
I'll dive in front of bullets for fellow Geek Jack.
Yes,
the list
thank
is
you.
short.
Good to know if someone ever does point a gun at me, you're going to run in front of it. So thank you very
Now
much.
it's on video.
I appreciate it.
I'm accountable.
Greg, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I think this was one of the best episodes. And knowing some behind-the-scenes context that the first episode and the last two are primarily original. When I say original, I mean like created from the new team, whereas the 2 through 7 are a hybrid mix, puts it in a perspective where, to echo like what Coy is talking about, that the confidence moving forward for season 2, I personally very much feel, and especially with these two directors, the first episode is a real stylistic episode, and it's a great sort of reintroduction into the world. And here, I actually think they did a better job this time, because I sort of felt, even on rewatch, it was a bit bombastic with its style and auditory ways that they used the first one. While I really enjoyed the hell out of it, there were parts where I felt like the technical side was a bit much at times. And I think their usage here was more steady, was more fine-tuned, and less, because it had more time to breathe and were more settled in, so you don't have to do all this introductory process. So I think from, even as the director's side of it, I think it coalesces a lot better and a lot stronger than their first go-around. And even how they handle Bullseye here, I think they brought it back to who was it? I think Aaron was the one who pointed it out in the last episode of, you had a Muse character who was a guy dealing with mental health, but he's like a serial killer. And then season 3 of Daredevil did such a great job of illustrating the dangers of that with Bullseye. Mm-hmm. And then you carry on after the death of Muse with Bullseye. And while, we haven't really had too much time here with Poindexter, the usage of him is well used. And even to have him at this event where it feels like it's emulating that of a shooter at a large gathering is very eerie and very unsettling. And he's still very scary. You put a tooth in him available to just shoot into someone's eye. It's scary, And I like the acknowledgement, too, that they acknowledge he has enhanced supervision and these enhanced abilities, like making that clear through the text itself, I think helps out with your portrayal of him. And I know we had a little bit of all of us were like, well, I mean, I feel like, Matt, you might have picked up on that, right? When you were smashing this guy's face in, but then did Bullseye want to get his face smashed in, in order to get access to the tooth? He knows how these regulations go. And with Matt, too, like, this is my favorite kind of Charlie Cox, the guy who is pushed to the edge and can't contain it anymore. It reminds me of, like, my favorite DiCaprio performance of that in The Departed. This guy who's, he has secrets. He's trying to maintain the cover. And the guy's hyper on edge. He's like, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna let it all out there. You want to know the truth, Heather? I'm gonna show you the truth. Let's go. Like constantly being pushed, and you can feel something in him wants to explode. Like his interrogation scene with Poindexter was an effective one where he's crossing the line, but in all the right ways. So all the ways you enjoy as a fan of this guy, and the usage of characters tangoing with each other is often used metaphorically, but then to kind of use that in a very literal sense at the very end, where it all comes together, and to have even a gray area, because the relationship of Wilson Fisk and Vanessa is obviously a dark, dangerous type of relationship. They are criminals. They are killers. It is not what you'd call healthy in a lot of ways, yet there's no secrets between them.
Yeah.
And
he's revealing his secret as Matt's burying his.
Yeah, and as Matt is when he's dancing and he says to him about the secrets, he says to Heather about the secrets like kill you or make you. He says something about it, and I did find myself as an audience member going, "Damn, he's right, man." It like tears apart Matt's relationships, and look what's happening with him and Heather right now, because where him and Vanessa have kind of this like grounded confidence, but then he's also trying to make a point about secrets, yet Vanessa kept a big secret from him about Foggy still, you know? And so you see like this veil being broken of they think they're honest with each other. They especially Wilson Fisk thinks he's honest. And maybe Wilson actually knows already and she doesn't know that he knows. But I don't know. I like the complexity. I like it all, and I think that this was a very wonderfully directed episode all around. So that leaves Aaron.
Good points. Oh,
you might have to leave.
Yeah,
Andrew.
I have to leave in 1 second. But Real Roomy, what did you? How are you feeling, rather?
I am feeling all right. I am enjoying the show a lot. I enjoyed this episode a lot. And I really liked everything you guys had to say. I agree with most everything. This is I think, informationally dense episode. So I'm racking my brain to figure out all the things that happened. But yeah, first off, I want to say I really enjoyed the way that this episode is able to utilize things from that first episode, tie everything in we've seen using the reshoot stuff and the new stuff, and tie it in to make a cohesive narrative. I really like the way that the directors did that, but also utilized color at the same time to reflect these different characters. Blue for Bullseye, red for Matt, white for Fisk. And yeah, just the way that we were ramping up the tension over the course of the 8 episodes that we're in, and it not feeling inorganic. Because, listen, we've seen a lot of shows within the Marvel pantheon at this point. A lot of those were in the JPEG era of Marvel, which kind of didn't have a footing on how to properly run a show. And now we've gotten to a place where we can run a show. And even though it didn't start in the way that they would like it to have started, they found a way to cohesively make it entertaining and allow the plot to really dive in a way that, in spite of those pivots, feels natural. Now, we talked about last week, and I know all of us weren't really super keen on that one, but the way that they're able to utilize that for its larger point, I thought was really well done. Utilizing Bullseye and how that's playing into it as well. And I really enjoy what this season has done with Vanessa overall, having her descend into darkness even further, because the last show ended with her wanting to be a part of his world. And in some ways, you could say she's as dark, if not darker than Fisk. Granted, we haven't seen all those ways come to fruition. We just found out this episode, the plot twist, that she killed Foggy, which is wild to think that she's even gone this far. But hell, the way that they're able to interplay within their relationship is just so fascinating. I really like the point that was made about the closer the Vanessa and Fisk relationship goes into darkness, the more unified can they become, and then the more divisive Matt's life become, the more he tries to hide his darkness, hide his pain. And I'm sure because this new iteration of the show is very proud and very upfront with its visual language, the fact that the last show ended with Matt bloodying something that was important to Fisk, his ideal whiteness, and then him covering himself in the blood off of Fisk's whiteness, off of his suit. I was like, wow, that's a beautiful parallel, because one going to the edge of violence and the edge of murder, to this one to the edge of heroism and staining Fisk within that. I thought that was very cool that they did that. And I'm just excited to see where the show goes. I'm excited that this new direction and this new creative team has found a way to heighten the standard of what we know a Marvel product to be, a Marvel series, and just a Marvel production overall. Now, it makes me excited for season 2 as well. I'm happy that we had those pieces of the OG come into fruition, like Josie and bringing that stuff back. And the reason why I questioned it in the beginning when we were going through the scene with with Poindexter was because they were like talking about it, and obviously he was introduced in that season, but they never straight up said the stuff about him being an FBI agent. They said he was a hitman. So I was like it's referencing it, but not in an overt, direct way. So that's why I was a little unclear about that. But either way, I'm really enjoying how they're bringing it all to fruition, and now it seems like in some capacity we're gonna get that 3-way fight reprisal between Fisk, Bullseye, and Matt. And I want to know what happens. I'm excited. This show's killing it.
All good points. Last thing I'll say, and then I got to get out of here. I did also love that scene back at Josie's. I thought that was a great way of Matt coming up with his own theory of, with the drink and all that, and that Foggy was taken out for a certain reason, and then, piecing it together. I thought that was very fascinating. I loved that. That was great. And then I also love that Josie realized he's not using his cane here, because a lot of characters don't point that stuff out. So I thought that was great use of Josie there. And I think that was kind of like the most time we've really ever gotten to spend with Josie, just in general, like an actual
100%.
scene with her,
Yeah.
and characters interacting. Because usually it's just here's the drink and her like bagging on Foggy. So it was nice. It kind of just like it was again in the spirit of the old show, and then but again giving her some due time. So I really appreciate that. Last thing I'll say is I really like too, because I know we've gotten a little bit of flashes of the old Kingpin in terms of him manipulating people, like with the commissioner, in terms of him having a woman or a child rather out of wedlock with that woman. I really liked how he was trying to rile Matt up, because you could see that look in that beginning of that episode, which we all dug. How he was like kind of panicky and fearful, but also too he was kind of excited that Matt was back as Daredevil. So he was like thinking up a plan, because that's what Wilson Fisk does. He is like when he plays 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Yeah. And so he was devising a plan, like, how am I going to get into Matt's head?
I like that he went after Matt and Daredevil separately.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Heather
and that was great. Like that's my favorite type of, like, yes, you feel very threatened by Wilson Fisk, but I love when he mentally gets into other people's heads in regards to his enemies. Like, that's my favorite type of writing when it comes to Wilson Fisk. And I thought this episode nailed it when it came to D'Onofrio's character, or when it came to Wilson Fisk. So that was
before you leave.
great.
Do you think that Wilson had him move to Gen Pop, or do you think that Vanessa had him move to Gen Pop? Because Vanessa had him kill Foggy, but do you think Wilson is covering it up and trying to have him killed?
I mean, it looked like the task force was moving him, so I would guess Wilson.
It's an interesting question.
But that's
why,
a good question, right? I don't know.
We're gonna find out next week.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. But
Tune in
guys,
next week.
I have to get out of here, so I'm gonna let the crew here finish up. So I will see you guys next week for episode 9, the finale. I can't wait, guys. Enjoy the review without me. So take care.
Be free. I think the last thing I want to say. I mean, I've said most of my piece, but I think it's really interesting that the episode where they both came back to fully themselves was last week, but then we got the human elements this week, and I think that's going to make the finale fuller. Instead of, again, like how Marvel sometimes does finale denouement, this was really cool because there was no Daredevil in this episode.
Yep.
And there was Wilson getting his Kingpin back on, but the defense attorney defended Kingpin, but there was no Daredevil. And now, going into the finale, the fight is such a different dynamic.
Yeah.
All of it's so different, and I love that it's not just my big flaw with Disney Plus a lot of times is a show can be really smart for 90% and then it just ends with punching. Yeah. And I love that this is likely going to be violent at the end, but it's not just going to be the traditional. I love that right now, like what we were just talking about, I don't know how it's going to go.
Right.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of intrigue. I'm excited.
Where'd all that Punisher stuff come from?
There's another episode left.
When the Hollywood Reporter put all those Punisher images out with him and Daredevil.
I guess it's in the finale.
I'm so bummed about that.
They put that out months ago.
It's definitely next week.
When it was in but I'm like, I don't even know how you get there.
Yeah, how does Frank come back?
How does Frank come back? How does he?
I mean, Daredevil's gonna need help because he's shot.
That's true.
I just the one nitpick I'll say is I wish the Punisher Task Force stuff was a lot, or the
more
vigilante,
prevalent, dude.
way more prevalent. Like
Frank
you
didn't even acknowledge it.
Right, 30% of crime off screen. Like what? Or 30% of vigilante crime?
Should have been a longer show.
Yeah, 100%.
I think especially if you're course correcting, it should have been a longer show.
That could be season 2, though. Season 2 could deal with the vigilante stuff, could deal with Frank coming back and all that. So I'm still hopeful. And we get a Frank special.
I think
maybe the Frank special is Frank hunting cops.
Maybe.
I think
that could be interesting. I mean,
Frank versus the cops. Damn. I think I like what they did with BB as well. I'm gonna choose to stay here on this side of the frame.
Hey, over
and keep this separate.
Keep it all empty.
Yeah.
Keep Cyclops
there. had this toy. This is an actual toy I had when I was a little kid.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
12-inch Fleer Ultra.
When I watched
it is.
X-Men 90s when I was a kid, it was an actual toy.
Oh, that's great. I think it's a Fleer Ultra 97.
That's why I saw Dusty and anyway. So I think what they did with
his gold skin
with BB is one that I think they did a really good job at, because she kind of seemed like so in the background and nothing of the effect of her uncle, even though they're doing like the BB report. Her presence kind of feels like when she's on camera, nowhere near as strong. And then to see like, yeah, she's been doing the whole act this entire time.
Yeah.
And like Gandolfini again, I don't even know what they're really building to with him, but it's compelling because the character is really exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to feel sympathy for the commissioner, and I didn't realize I cared until that moment when his life seemed like in danger.
Yeah, suddenly I was like, oh, I'm invested.
It's like Lois Lane and Commissioner Gordon working together
Yeah.
in a way. And I really think that's cool. I do think the overall stuff with the lawyers is kind of outside of like, a good episode with Matt doing some shit. I think it's not really McDuffie. I think it's.
I don't get why they're partners.
I don't think it's interesting at all. I think it's kind of boring, honestly. Whenever they like check in with them specifically, I'm like, I'm not interested in their dynamic.
I just don't think they've spent enough time to really develop their relationship.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
This season
thing.
has to do a lot, and it's 9 episodes.
Yeah,
I think they're going to kind of service of time.
I think season 2 is going to be great because they won't be patching together a season from another season.
100%.
Like it'll be the story they wanted,
Exactly.
not like, oh, we got this glue.
Yeah, I can't wait for the new suit.
Yeah, which we've all seen.
I'll say it looks pretty dope.
It looks awesome.
It looks really cool.
I got to see it in the show.
Yeah, it does look like it's a pretty cool suit.
But it also shows that, like, Justin and Aaron and everybody else in the team is listening. Like, we've been wanting the DD for a while. Give us that D. We want the D.
Oh,
Give us a D.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm done.
On that note, give us the D next season, and I can't wait for the finale. I'm going to wrap up since we've
Please.
lost fellow Geek Checked here. But this episode was what I love about the season and the new form of the show, blending the old with the new. I think we're going to get that in the finale. I think we're going to get that going forward. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Did you enjoy this penultimate episode of Season 1 of Daredevil Born Again? Also hit a like. Also subscribe if you're not. If you're watching an hour into this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
We've earned it.
Come on.
Please? All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you.